Gonna miss
more.
the show.
We're live.
Who's gonna?
Whoa.
Oh,
We're
no, we're not.
live.
You can't.
No,
you can't
yes,
tell me what to do.
the half ahead you see there is Dean's substitute. There we go.
It's not
Dean.
half ahead.
Oh, there we
Maybe
go.
yours
That's because.
What's that doing?
There we are. Welcome to Three Old Dudes, where Dean is once again absent. He may be in comments, he may not. And welcome to all people in comments. And apparently hello Kran. Apparently during our absence, according to McCordycept, we went from discussing deep stuff to being disgusting. I'm not quite sure what deep stuff we ever discussed.
Hang on, I'll be back. I need a mouse.
All right.
No
He needs
scroll
a
wheels.
mouse.
Yeah, no scroll. Hang on, I've got scroll down. Never mind. I can just hit that button, right?
I thought you said squirrel there a minute. I need a
Squirrel.
No, I need a squirrel.
Where's the scroll? Where is the scroll down button? Damn it.
Is it baked or fried?
You know,
No, I'm
could
freaking
be
baked or fried. Who knows?
prosecuted.
Hang on. Roll. Got blipped from someone.
One viewer, McCordy said.
Oh.
Yes. Yes,
I'm running out of data.
I've probably offended a lot of people. I've offended Jake. I apologise to Jake if he's watching. That we did not meet up in Japan on either of the occasions that I was in Japan.
Oh.
You were on. I think he was on a train to Enoshima with his girlfriend the first time, and the second time, I'm not quite sure why that didn't happen. But next time it will. Don't worry. See, I knew it.
I'm rapidly running out of data.
Oh, the half head could soon disappear.
Mm. I'm gonna kill somebody at Telstra, I can tell you that much.
Hi, I'm Alan, EU UK. I'm Simon. I'm my own sovereign state. I have no need of borders.
Hello, Gabriel. Oh, Alan, you missed.
When did I go to Japan? I went to Japan in November of 2015 and May of 2016. You don't watch my Facebook then? Who is watching something? That's probably... Is that you, Sean?
Am I watching something? I'm probably
Yes.
I'm watching a movie at the moment. And where's my remote? I can't find it.
Yeah.
It's up over there. I'm sitting down.
It's annoying McCordycept.
Oh, Cordycept can friggin' either join the hangout or shut up.
I can't leave myself, Gabriel. I have to remain.
Hashtag leave.
I cry when Simon messages me on Facebook. I'm sorry. I'm cruel. Have I already booked my next flight to Japan? Not yet, no. There's a slight problem of funding.
Yeah, hope they're
Cordycept refuses to leave or join.
firing up the presses. Get more pounds.
Oh dear. Oh, I have to wave to Saiko. If you're watching, Saiko.
I'll wave too.
Yeah, you're probably very busy, I should imagine. Locust Musa. The seventh plague of the internet. So, what's been happening in Toronto? Has it started to get warm yet?
Yeah, it has. It's gotten nicely warm. Just in time, as I said earlier in the week, I got a cold last Sunday. Well, it was worse than a cold, some kind of viral infection, and it's still with me. I went to work on Thursday and Friday and that was a long week. That was a long 2 days.
That's it. Well, this is it. I mean, you're on a train full of people that's probably not been disinfected. So.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. It was Sunday after lunch. That's when it started. By Sunday night, I was gone. All I could do was lie down and sleep most of the time. Between hacking up a lung or two.
Apparently just is the 8th plague of the internet. What's the 7th plague then, McCordyceps? McCordyceps is the 7th plague of the internet.
Oh, Frederick, the first snow we expect on the August long weekend.
I'm the 8th plague because I always get my avatar whether I like it or not.
Oh. What happened to your camera?
It's on.
Oh, it's just very dark in your room then.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you are.
Bloody technology. It was supposed to make our lives easier.
I like the old television effect that your camera is giving. It's like
I can't see.
I'm getting lots of like scanning lines.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping.
I can't see
I
any.
thought you were tripping.
Well, I just looked at the stream, and I don't see scanning lines, but I see my freaking avatar.
Avatar time again.
I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. I can't help it.
Oh, it's still downloading shit. I have to close this bloody video and just have the comments.
So what
Hi,
are we
Eric.
talking about
Hi,
today?
Beringer.
Oh, Eric, this is Gabriel that I
Hello?
told you about. I guess you're not friends on Facebook. We'll have to change. We'll have to fix that up.
Any more Japan vids coming apart from stock footage of rain, Eric? I had to pass on that one. 34 minutes of rain. You know, I'm not sorry. I mean, I know it was for a specific person, but.
The fuck might have thought it's open by itself. Slightly creaky.
It's that bloody squirrel. That's what it is.
There's nothing.
It's escaping.
nothing
Your
there, what the
squirrel's
fuck?
escaping, Sean. Quick, go and get it.
Oh, squirrel's got me nuts. Where is it?
Well, if the squirrel has your nuts, you should know where it is then.
It was just a fucking cat.
Down there. What?
Niche
Cat
video,
open push-
indeed. Yes. You could just like
My door was slightly ajar,
umbrella
and my
adverts.
pussy pushed it open.
Ow.
I see.
Pie.
So Sean, you're not in cat talk. Sean, you're not in your usual place.
Because my broadband is dead,
Oh.
and my house. So not just the broadband, like the landline's down too.
Well, that's
So I'm having to do jack into my phone, and just about 5 minutes ago I got an 85% usage warning on my phone.
Oh.
yeah, because Hangouts do kind of chew it up.
Nice pictures above your head, by the way.
Yes.
Just as long as you don't jack too much into your phone.
You know what? I use my phone right-handed, so you know. You know, it's a little bit hard to watch it on the phone whilst you're doing something else at the same time. So you know, you got to pick one or the other.
Oh, be careful, people in the audience. Lucas has just posted a link in comments.
Oh, hang on. What do we got here? What do we got here?
Hey, Ty, how
okay.
are you?
Hey, that's not. Hey, you'll like this, Robert.
What's that? Oh.
It is a very appropriate image for what we do.
Or what we do.
Game of ohms.
Yeah, it's all about them ohms. The less ohms is better.
It's a safe link to click, people.
donning your raincoat.
Three devices close to me, and only two hands.
Conversations, Baron. I'm sorry.
Conversation? We are having a conversation? So what's
We're having a conversation at cross purposes. There we go.
Here's the headline. Google's top searchers show Brits are frantically trying to figure out what the hell they just did.
You know, I can tell you exactly what they did. They done fucked up.
I don't agree.
Well, you know, excuse me, but you're an idiot if you believe that.
Excuse me, but I'm a political scientist. Thank you.
How about to the stock market?
Yes, it'll bounce back.
If it was a good thing, why was everybody panicking?
Well, I
Because
think
they don't know what the fuck is going on. Is
there were people just waiting for the stock market to do that,
Yeah.
make their next
Everyone knew it was
fortune.
going to do that.
And now
How
that
about the
fortune is
people that
made,
rely on
you
exports
can
for a
watch
living
the
too?
dividends back.
No, the currency going down is good for exports and for tourism.
Okay.
Well, not for me because it cost me almost as much
Well, not for you.
to buy pounds to go to England in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and what about all the farmers that rely on easy immigration for workers?
People
What are they going to do now? Sit there with their freaking balls in their hand?
It's not gonna stay like that. Good God, it's gonna bounce back. People do adapt. Markets do adapt.
Oh,
Politicians do lie.
oh, here's the picture Alan shared with us.
Oh, hello, Alan.
Oh, Scotland doesn't get to play with the other kids anymore.
I thought it was interesting that people are saying, we're not going to have to deal with representatives that we haven't elected. Well, is the UK going to leave the United Nations as well? They don't elect their representatives on the United Nations. The United Nations passes all sorts of laws.
The United Nations doesn't pass laws that are necessarily binding, though. Lots of states disobey them all the time. Besides, the UN's a useless organization anyway.
Make the League of Nations great again.
No, but the United Nations and the EU are not structurally the same. So you're arguing apples and oranges.
So that killed the mood. But there we go. Yes, there's your deep.
It's not three old dudes. It's not three old dudes show unless someone kills the mood. Okay, I thought I'd have to take that bullet.
Quick, we need zebra porn. Come on.
I'm
Zebra
reading,
porn.
I'm reading. It's interesting reading the comments though.
I found something more interesting than zebra porn.
Oh, what?
It's
More
a
interesting
bike
than zebra
gadget that
porn?
gallops like King Arthur
Okay.
in Monty Python.
You can buy a gadget that makes you gallop like King Arthur.
I'll look at that.
You mean like coconuts? Oh. Oh
I
dear.
didn't see that. What is that?
Oh dear.
Yes, you
screen sharing.
heard the word porn, Alan. We are porn to your ears.
Oh wait.
share that
You
on
have to
Facebook.
clean your ears after watching this show.
I'm really interested about what Westminster's going to do about friggin' Northern Ireland wanting to reunify with the rest of Ireland.
It'll be chaos. I should imagine.
I think it's way too early to know what's going to happen. We have no idea what's going to happen.
Yes,
There's a lot of speculation, and
It's only been 2 days.
yeah, there's a lot of speculation, but nobody knows. As far as the economics look at, economic systems bounce back. We see this after 2008. We see this after 1997. They do bounce back, and they'll find a new equilibrium point.
Well, there we have it. With the Britain is officially bouncy. There we go.
It's that.
Let's bounce for Britain.
Bouncing for Britain. That should be a campaign slogan. It's kind of like
that reminds me of not the 9 o'clock news shit. Bounce, bounce,
I remember
bounce.
that.
I can bounce and
Oh,
shit.
what the
as
hell?
well.
No,
I remember.
no, I do not want to change the language. Facebook, what are you telling me to do that for? I must have accidentally clicked on one of the
No, it's
other
only telling you
languages.
to mind your language, not change your language.
Oh, but it's something.
What language does it want to change it to?
I know the next one looks like it's either Japanese or Chinese. Might be Chinese.
Well, we ruined 2.5. How can we?
We did.
2.5 is about starting a business in Japan. How on earth can we ruin that subject?
I was gonna say it's friggin'. You're assuming. Jeez, cool. You said you're that heckler that just won't friggin'.
I
Come on
prefer the word
stage.
Europe, Alan. Well, you have to adopt the Europe.
Okay, how does
Language
matter
to
knowing
German.
German gonna help me, Frederick?
So you should learn Swiss German specifically.
Yes, but you're not European.
I don't want my Facebook to look if it's yelling at me in an angry
I'm European. I'm half European.
Dit is een Schmetterling!
I
No,
love
it's
Angela
It's a
Merkel.
butterfly. It is een Schmetterling!
It is ein Schmetterling, and I like Merkel.
Everything must be in equilibrium. When 3OD goes up, 2.5 goes down. Going down on 2.5. There we go.
Oh, I don't want to go down on anyone.
Let's just not pay Cordyceps attention and
I don't know. He's
rob him of his power.
marvelous one-liners. We should
Yeah,
get him on.
We're on Ty's 50-inch television. So we're
Whoa!
on
Hey! Whoa! There we go.
Oh, look at me!
There we are.
I'm in 50 inches.
Are we in 4K though? That's the question. But this only runs to 720p, so that's no good.
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm on screen in the United States. There you go.
I changed my my settings in my Logitech software, so when I record with that, I do it in full 1080. I don't know.
I don't believe it. So what's new and exciting in the world?
What's new and exciting in the world? Good question. Audience, what's new and exciting with you?
Oh, here we go. A farmer magnate
You mean-
is selling his lakeside Oakville estate for $18.9 million. Bargain.
Yeah, but it's
That's a bargain.
Oakville. Who cares about Oakville?
Oakville. Oh yeah, Oakville near Toronto.
Yeah.
If you're watching Pauline, hello Pauline Oakville. There we go.
Saw someone put up like a top 26 best tweets about Brexit.
And?
It's like someone said, another reason why democracy fails by giving stupid people a choice to vote, or something like that.
Well, that is democracy. Everybody, including the stupid, are allowed to vote.
What I found entertaining was all the millennials having breakdowns.
North Korea launched a new long-range missile, or did it fail again?
They crashed it into the sea deliberately just to prove they could.
Is that what they should? That's why they should probably do it like Logan's Run style. Like you don't get to live past the age of 30 or 40.
Well, then I'd be dead.
Independence Day. I saw Independence Day when I flew to Tobago, 1996, I think.
Yes, North Korea launched a new long-range missile deliberately into the ocean just to prove they could.
Maybe that was their target all along. You know.
I just said that.
Oh dear.
Mm.
Oh, I dripped coffee all over the floor. Excuse me. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, Alan, you're right. Scotland does have 90% of its oil reserves. The problem is the price of oil has plunged over the last few years. Was this Simon's disappeared?
Why'd I open that link? That was not my target. There we go, that's that one. At the one.
In other news, irresponsible musicians leave bassist in hot van.
Huh?
Yeah. They left their bassist in a hot van without ventilation.
Like that. Unless they hit a submarine, Eric, and then they're in big shit.
That was.
Pardon?
So, you want to hear something funny as fallout from Brexit? Texas wants to secede.
Oh.
There's a hashtag Texit now.
Oh, good luck with
Well,
that.
apparently Brexit's going to friggin' have. I think Australia was trying to go for a free trade agreement with Europe or something, and that's apparently put a friggin' spanner in that.
See, you can have free trade. Free trade wasn't the issue. Structure of the EU Commission itself is the issue.
But you can't have free stuff. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, and you can't free stuff either. That's true also.
I mean, I'm all for leaving or staying or leaving, if as long as you get free stuff.
Okay. I'm going to say it, unless someone has already.
See people? Pardon? You're on the wrong channel, Ty. Switch back to Three Old Dudes.
What the fuck, see people? What? We're not talking about fish people, no.
Oh. NASA findings show that there's a quasi-moon that's been orbiting the Earth for almost a century.
A quasi-moon?
Quasi-moon.
That's no.
Sorry, what side are you on?
I can't pronounce it.
Oh, isn't that guy that lives in that?
They called it Esmeralda.
That cathedral. Isn't he the guy that lives in that bell tower in France? Oh, that's Quasimodo, not Quasimodo.
Hey! Bacon Nation is here. There we go.
Oh. Hello, Aaron.
Hey, Nicholas.
Is it inhabited by our reptiloid masters?
Pardon? Can you see that again clearly? Because it sounded obscene.
This quasi-moon, I said, was it inhabited by our reptiloid masters?
Oh, yes, they probably knew about the other tiny moon for a long time. They're just telling us now.
Yes. It's a conspiracy.
It's not about the size of your moon, it's how it orbits it is.
Yeah. I mean,
No, it's all a conspiracy.
Can we fly to it? Can we land on it?
It's the Empire. Finally.
That's no moon.
That's no moon.
Maybe North Korea built that moon base. That's why.
Yeah, it's made out of cheddar.
Mm.
As is all bases at North Korea.
Well, there was a couple of clay figures, like Wallace and Gromit, on there trying to get some cheese.
It's the clangers. It's the clangers.
Great news. Martin Kaijin for president. President of what? Of the European Union? Are you kidding? With those benefits? Absolutely.
Oh no, Frederick still seems to think you're from America. You live in America.
I'm Canadian. We have a prime minister. Well, I mean, we have a guy with hair who says he's prime minister.
President of the Sea Peoples.
Does that mean I have to...
Well, wouldn't that be the people that live in the Vatican? Because they're the Holy See, so they're sea people.
Isn't Tia Tequila a porn star?
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes, that's on Ty's other channel. He's been switching channels. We've got the Sea People, sort of Mexican porn stars, and Three Old Dudes on his telly. There we go.
I haven't heard about Tia Tequila, but the flat earthers are weird.
Yeah, what the fuck is Ty doing? Like, where the hell did that come from?
He's got some good weed. That's basically.
Well, he went to
And
some jazz last night, right?
Frederick, there's no president of the UN. This is Secretary General. But anyway, details, right?
Yeah, well, you know, I can...
He's on that moon. That's what it is. There we go.
And no, before you say anything, I don't want to be Prime Minister of Canada.
I prefer Bridget the Midget, says Lucas. Well, what you do in your spare time is your own business.
Oh my god.
Bridget the Midget, more like Brexit the Midget.
Tiptoe
right.
through the tulips in the springtime.
That's Tiny Tim. What the hell?
I know. It's like...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Frederick's just changed the system of the UN.
Frederick is hacker number one.
Can I
I
become
thought he said.
president?
I thought Alan said Wiz Khalifa for president for a second. I'm like, damn, that's probably a better option than Trump.
Both choices in the United States are pretty awful.
And we should get you on here. We
Oh.
should get you on here, Aaron. If you could can you join us? Can you bring your ukulele?
Ukulele.
Yeah, he's got a ukulele.
Oh,
How are you feeling, Aaron? How are you feeling?
Are you feeling terpsichoreal?
What the hell? What the hell, YouTube? What the hell are you recommending me I watch? Look at this shit.
Well, if you
You all see that?
what the
Look at
fuck?
No, I know exactly. That's what I said.
What?
what the hell?
Shall we watch? Shall we play this just for research purposes? Could be interesting. It says crazy TV, Japanese TV show, you know. Oh, hang on. That's that dude that's had the stroke, right? And only you can use one side of his face. Beat Takeshi.
Yeah. Comaneci.
Konono! Konono!
You've been up
Well,
all night, Aaron.
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
You keep getting those recommendations as well. That's the trouble. If you watch an episode of Three Old Dudes, and then the algorithm on YouTube automatically sends you weird Japanese erotic programs. I don't know.
Indeed.
There's nothing wrong with weird Japanese erotic programs, to be fair. I mean, we must be fair.
Markiplier.
Whatever plucks your banjo, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I got some really
So
strange.
yeah, I got normal ones now. I got gameplay, top 5 things, bloody Wraith videos. It's back to normal now. That was a aberration. I'd get this.
That's what happens if you
Well,
watch this show.
YouTube's just given me a recommendation to watch Three Old Dudes.
Oh.
I thought I already watched.
All Americans should check out Jim Jeffries and his stance and his skit on about guns. It's quite funny. If you haven't watched it, you should.
The latest from Dean is Mrs. Bennett is ill, and Dean was going to broadcast from the bedroom, but Mrs. Bennett is ill, asleep in the bedroom. He cannot, and no other room in the house apparently is suitable for broadcasting at this time. That is what I was told.
Well, I think you guys should change the show to Three Old Dudes and a Tranny.
Well, that's yes, but I mean, isn't tranny is the term for what Remy is, and not for transgender? Is there a specific term for tranny? Well, a tranny is transvestite.
Oh,
Yes.
In my understanding of the colloquial term.
You know what? Let's Google that.
I thought that was.
I actually don't think. I don't
Remy
think
was
there are rules.
gender fluid.
It's
tranny.
transgender fluid.
I don't think there are any actual rules.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Just in the general scheme of things.
Oh, hang on. Guess which website supplied me with the top
Yes, Aaron, we
search
do
result?
the after show.
I don't
I'll
know.
give you a guess.
You could invent a
Urban
new name.
Dictionary.
There we are. You have
Apparently,
the opportunity
a tranny is a girl with a really nice ass, beautiful eyes, gorgeous lips. She's very funny, and almost every guy had a crush on her at one time. Trannies are also trannies is also athletic and somewhat cocky.
Hello. Well, the guy who wrote this website is in for a rude shock when he discovers the word tranny.
When he discovers she's actually hasn't had the surgery.
Tranny, often succeeded by the words "the great" or
Hey,
"the great
Stephanie,
he" first with any girl he sees. Okay.
Stephanie, are you just waiting in the airport? Is that why you can watch us? Because I didn't think you could watch on the plane.
Okay, I don't think Urban Dictionary really knows what a tranny is.
So how did it go? Did you get any buyers? Can you tell us? Sorry, I mean I'm just.
Or did they make you wait and wait and wait and wait?
We're doing quite well, considering that I have left but still remained. Not yet. Okay.
Pardon me, there go my
Leaving in an hour. Oh yeah. Well, yes, we should be done by then. You can watch us over again on playback.
That can be arranged, Stephanie.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Robert will send you the link now.
Oh shit! I only have 450 megs left.
Oh, so
And 45 days. Shit.
Yeah, that's only enough for about I don't know,
let's see,
25
data
minutes
packs.
of hangout.
I might have to purchase a data pack. Let me do that right now.
Did you get it, Steph? Hang on, I'll send it. Hang on. Coming to you in your Facebook now.
And here she is.
Oh yeah.
Morning,
yeah.
guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Yo.
Oh, rots.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that-
I haven't left yet. My flight leaves in about 3 hours, so and it's about 20 minutes to the airport, so I won't have to. Yeah.
So all flyers distributed, all USB sticks distributed, all that kind of business.
Okay, so here's what's happened with my crazy series. So I had some people like fucking crazy interested. Some people kind of interested. Some people said, mate, we'll take a look, but we're not sure. So I'll find out in a few weeks.
Cool.
So there was interest, though.
But I mean, also, even if you networked, basically.
I networked the shit out of myself. The only thing is that I didn't end up at one of these crazy after parties because I was too fucking tired and I just didn't want to do any blow. And I'm not kidding. I think that's what it really was. Like, it really came down to that. They're like, oh, we're all going out to party. And I'm like, a bunch of Hollywood execs are asking me to go out. And they're like, oh, don't be tired. We'll do something. I'm like, damn it.
No, I don't like that kind of eyeball ache anymore.
So you'll be able to sleep on the plane now.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
How long is it from there? 8 hours from there to?
I have to get to Atlanta first, so like, there's no direct flight.
All right.
No.
I know that pain.
Oh, they're talking about drag queens in the comments.
Dry cleaners?
No, at least
Drag-
tires.
I swear I thought you said dry cleaner. I'm like, okay. Rather dry.
I imagine that subject would come up amongst drag queens anyways.
How did you get
How
stained
you
out?
guys doing? What's been the atmosphere in the show?
The atmosphere on the show has been jovial. It's a jovial atmosphere. It's been rather good. I mean, I am mildly sad about the current turn of events, but as you can see from my subtitle, I am my own sovereign state. So
That's good. I had a
sit
whole
on your
fucking
hat?
moment. I was actually like super depressed yesterday, like all day. Like all day. I just was like,
I was super.
I can't believe it.
I was super happy.
yeah, but you're in bloody Canada. It doesn't matter.
I think
my entire family
I
is
was-
in the UK.
I was very, very, very disappointed in it. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I think for me, as a foreign person, living there with EU status, it's a fucking disaster. So, like,
I can tell you, my dad is happy because his pension is paid in Swiss francs.
the thing is, the EU is not going to give them a better deal. There's no reason to, so...
Yeah, well, the EU is going to collapse anyway, so... That's my prognosis.
Well, I hope not. I don't think that that's the second largest economy in the entire world should collapse. I don't think that's good for the entire world. If we all remember 2008, when the American economy collapsed, it just wasn't nice for anyone. So,
yes, nobody left there.
I don't see a plus side to it at all. Like, I don't see like, oh yay, I can't wait to look forward to anything because there's nothing happy coming from it. I mean, if they had a plan, if they're like, and now we're going to implement this like in place, I'd be a little bit like, okay, well, I can see where this is going. But the problem is it's so unknown. Everything is scary and no one knows what's happening. And they're like, oh no, we're not going to kick everybody out from the EU. Oh yeah, but we'll try, but know that we might. Oh, we want the Norway deal, and then Norway's like, you can't have that deal. It only works with a small population. And then now what? So like
Norwegians, only Norwegians. It only works for Norwegians.
Well, the reason is that they say they have a 10% of the population of the United Kingdom, and it's just like also they have oil exports. The only place that has oil in the United Kingdom is Scotland, who wants to hightail it the hell out of the UK. So it's like, all right, there's your exports.
Except the price of oil is plunged.
Well, I know it's not worth much, but that's the only thing that they export. The UK doesn't export anything. Well, they do, but not like in terms of a large scale.
They export quite a lot, as a matter of fact.
They do export. I mean, in terms of like they don't have grain supplies, they don't have too many natural resources. Coal is what they used to have, but they don't. The coal mining industry has been screwed since the 80s, probably since the 90s, early 90s, 80s.
That's okay.
I like Eric's. Eric has the best description of the entire scenario. I look at it as a really good limited run of a bunch of superheroes banding together for a few episodes, but I think it was never bound to last forever. Captain Britain has left. There we go.
Some groceries are going to go up because
some groceries might go down. We don't know. That's the point. We actually don't know. But it's not like
I think that the unknown is making the economy really unstable, and I don't. As someone who like has money in like stocks and savings and actual like
in what stock? Stocks.
Yes.
I keep my money in stocks.
I tried to save for my future. I tried to do that. So it's to me it's a big problem. I mean I don't think everyone has to suffer with me, and if it's a better deal for other people, I'm not gonna fucking say fuck you to them. That's their choice. But for me, in my personal opinion, what is affecting my life, it went bad. But like I said. There's winners and losers. There's a lot of EU citizens living in the UK. There's a lot of UK citizens living in the EU, and the uncertainty is there. What do you do with the 1.2 million people living abroad? What do you do with the 2-point-something million living in the UK? No one knows what's going to happen. And it's just scary. It might not be that bad. But right now, it is kind of just shitty, and, scary things make people do stupid shit.
There we go. And Ty says humans are scared of the unknown. That's why we made up God. There we go. There we go. We're going to now we're going to the religious section of the show.
We'll be passing around the tithe plate soon. So
and yes, the collection hats. Yeah, please throw money in here so I can go to Japan again. There we go.
I'll just use my.
Did you sit on your hat?
Before they kick your ass out, Simon, because you're fucking rich.
I don't know. I guess I'm just taking a more optimistic line that in politics, in international relations, things find new equilibrium points, and people will adapt. Things change all the time. I understand that people are afraid and they don't know the future, but nobody knows the future, right? I don't want to minimize anyone's opinion.
Except that lady in the tent with the glass ball. There we go. If you pay her a quid, there we go.
I think my fear is, look, I understand why people voted the way they did because they hate their fucking government. Because I don't like the fucking UK government either. They have a bunch of fucking issues. But I think because the economy is going so shit because of the uncertainty, the ones who are going to suffer it are not the fucking rich people. They're not going to fucking take the hit. They're going to pass on that hit, with the more cuts and more fucking problems to, the people who are already suffering. And that's my fear.
I mean, that's a valid fear, but I will put it's only been 2 days. I mean, give it.
We shall resume this discussion next Saturday at the same time.
No. Okay, here's what I'll say. I can't say anything, but I do have a 6-month plan. I'll say in 6 months, I could give a better answer of what the hell's happening. And that's it. That's all we got to do.
Well, yeah, I agree with that, actually.
It's just rocky now. But, okay, we can find a non-political topic. Who
Yes.
likes cats? Because I don't. That's right. I don't like cats. I think that's more controversial than any of this EU
It's
shit.
it. Yes,
Well,
you
what
lose a
about-
ton of subscribers now. I'm sorry.
Okay, never mind. I won't say what I was just going to say, but
Cats
I like your dog.
Cats and lube. No, sorry.
I say that not having been bitten by your dog, but I still like your dog.
I've not been bitten by Stephanie's dog, and I like Stephanie's dog.
My
Warren-
dog is amazing.
Warren is in love with Stephanie's dog.
Oh yeah, the dog. They have like a strange relationship. They love each other. Like he's always holding her, and she's always like on top of him and loving him.
Oh,
Yep,
I've seen it with my own eyes.
it's
cue the
true.
music. Cue the music.
No, I'm just. Oh man, you know what? This fucking like. I love the States for a lot of reasons, but the food here wants to like kill me. It's delicious, but it's like fucking like death in like pastry form.
Well, that's
Like,
the idea.
don't
I
you
think
want it?
Just like here.
people were living too long, so they had to do something about that.
So they
I
deliberately put
I
stuff
believe
into
it, man.
people.
Yeah, but no, the U.S. has been fun, so much fun to the point where I would consider, if I get enough good deals, I might consider coming back, like in terms of forever. I would. Well, it can't. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but like one guy, he's from a website called Awesomeness TV. Yeah, no one's heard of it, right? But they're like big in New York, and they're launching like this huge thing. They want to do like Netflixy type deals. And they looked at my thing, and they were like, we're really interested in this. This looks like something that might be just up our alley. So, yeah, they really, they were the ones by far.
So, I mean, Netflix doesn't have adverts? I don't know. I've never watched ads.
They don't exactly have, no, they don't have adverts per se, but I don't know. All I know is I gave out 25 USB sticks to a bunch of execs from different companies, and whether they want it or not, we'll find out.
Ooh.
I mean, you'll be emailed shortly, presumably, once they've seen it.
When you log into Netflix, there's certain content that they're promoting over other content. I logged into Netflix to see if I could watch The Party with Peter Sellers, only to find out that they're no longer showing that. Rats.
Netflix will promote their stuff above anyone else's, their own original content. Which my ideal situation is to be one of the original content on Netflix. That would be what I would want.
I mean, they would then
like it.
They would then not only buy the series, but would they sort of, if they liked it, would they finance more?
I would hope so. That's my hope. Sorry, I'm licking my fingers because I just ate a cinnamon bun and it's like full of delicious icing.
Netflix has shit all on here.
I don't think I've
Stuff
ever.
all.
I don't think I've ever watched anything on Netflix.
What was it? How much stuff did Netflix have on it at last count? Shit, like 10,000 shows or some bullshit like that. We only have like friggin' 2,000 odd. Yeah.
Eric's asking sort of if they're not interested, do they contact you anyway, or do they just like you hear nothing back?
I don't know. They might say shit, jack and shit. All I know is that I gave a bunch of fucking of these things out. I told them exactly how they contact me, and they can if they want it. There was one guy though, this one particular guy, the one from like this website who seemed the most interested. He gave me his card, and he told me also to keep in contact with him.
Very good.
Well, that's positive.
So that guy by far seemed the most interested. But, we'll see. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. I'm also trying to take it to a different convention called TV Fest in New York City. That takes place in October. We'll see whether Drowning gets selected or not. I hope it does.
I mean, have you already got like Drowning 2 started, or
I wrote the first episode, and I'm halfway done with the second episode, and it would be like another 8 or 10 episodes that I could write. I have a storyline.
Yeah, so you got you can say, right, yeah, I've got the other one in line, sort of thing, if they're interested. So.
Yeah, and I mean, and the old cast, basically everybody except one person I really liked. Like everyone else could come on board, like of the original cast.
Oh, so nobody got bumped off. I mean,
well, no, there's one person who will definitely get dumped off, but she kind of had it coming, so a little bit.
You heard it here first.
bumped off. It sounds like you're getting like you're whacking people because they weren't doing.
Well, it is about like hired killers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I mean, people die in the series all the time, so like, there's not everyone makes it to series 2 just because they end up getting killed off. Quite a few of them.
Seems kind of harsh, but you know.
Yeah, no, but we'll see what happens. There was quite a few interesting people on there. Oh, no spoilers. Sorry. Well, I'm gonna release the trailer in a few weeks, is what I could tell you guys. The trailer's actually cut, but it doesn't have the sound mixed, so that'll be coming out.
What the hell?
Well, I'm glad that you're a pirate, Aaron. But it's funny about piracy. I don't know. Piracy does definitely affect how much money things make, but at the same time, if you don't make things easily available, like what can you do?
Take
There you are. Aaron is now feeling guilty and writing a check as we speak.
prime example of that. The reason why Game of Thrones is like the most pirated show in Australia is purely because it's not readily available here. Like you can watch it if you have pay TV. And paying for a TV subscription just for one show? Nah, fuck that. I'm going to pirate the shit out of that.
Exactly.
I've only ever seen the very first episode of Game of Thrones.
You watched it for the tits and ass, didn't you? Be honest.
No, I watched it because everyone said, "Oh, you should watch the show. It's really fantastic." So I watched.
I used to watch regularly.
So I watched the first episode, and I was like, it didn't grab my attention right away. So I just never watched the episode.
Yeah, I watched it for about a year without knowing what it was.
Well, there's so many other things I watched, so that's okay.
And then I
done that
saw
with this show.
yeah, and then I did see one woman walk into fire naked and come out a dragon. I was like,
what?
Oh, well, that was interesting.
Yeah, and then you never saw
a guy. It's never a guy who walks out from a fire.
And then you never saw them again until season 6.
Eric makes a good point. My parents are always trying to talk to me about current TV shows. I'm like, if it's from TV within the last 5 years, I don't know anything about it. It's quite. I mean, I can't remember the last time I watched a series. I think The Pretender.
Yeah, with the exception of Big Bang Theory.
At least to get
2012 was the last TV I watched.
To get a decent array of content here, I'm subscribed to 2 different streaming services, Netflix and the homegrown one called Stan. That's the only way I can get a decent amount of stuff to watch.
I can't type.
Audience, what do you watch? Iceland. McCordy said Iceland. I'm sorry.
Holy crap. I got this buttload of Dory Explorer on this thing, damn.
Oh.
Hi, Light.
See you, Light.
Johnny.
Make another music video, Light. Yeah.
Yes, we'll have to get you onto the show, one of our singing shows.
Black Sails. Well, Vikings was interesting.
Vikings was good. Black Sails is awesome.
Vikings and both of those shows were shot in Ireland. Oh yeah, that's my backup plan for after the whole EU fiasco is to go to Ireland because they're the place to go for TV and production. So I was like, why the fuck am I in the UK even now? Just go up there.
And they got Euros as well, so you know. Who doesn't like Euros, right?
Yeah, but then the nightlife in Ballycunny is not quite the same as Brighton. So. Singing shows. It's not strictly a singing show, Cordyceps. If you've watched 3 Old Dudes Needs More Cowbell or Half a Song Show, you will know that it's not strictly a singing show.
And if it's cowbell, there's Swiss people involved.
There we go. Shiba Inu is convinced that it's human, casually watches videos on laptop.
What?
That sounds like something Cashew would do.
Oh.
But yes, everyone should watch Black Sails. It's about pirates.
Yeah. Apparently it's got boobs and stuff in it too, so you know.
It's got boobs, yep.
Excellent.
Come for the boobs, stay for the story.
It's actually better than Vikings, in my opinion.
No, I mean, I think Sweden and the UK and Switzerland use their own currency, if I'm correct, in the Eurozone.
Yes, they do.
Yes. Yes.
And they all went down, except for the yen. That got up. But actually, Japanese people don't like it when the yen is up because they export a shit ton.
Mm-hmm.
So it's bad for them when the yen goes high.
All that work undone.
Yeah.
The Australian dollar tanked a bit. By a bit, I mean it dropped a lot.
10% singing, 90% awkward. I'd say 10% singing, sort of 50% awkward, and 40% just something you don't really want to do.
According to Frederick, the British will join the Swiss franc.
Oh yeah, that'll be a good idea. Good old Switzerland.
That would piss my dad off.
Well, Switzerland. When I went there, I remember thinking like it's quite an interesting place because it's not in the EU, but it's in the ECC still.
No, it was never in the ECC. It was in EFTA.
But it does have open borders, doesn't it? It definitely. I remember that lots of people move across.
They're kind of like iffy about that.
I know that they have guns.
They do have guns. Everyone has guns.
Frederick, answer me this. Is it because you're there? Like so tell me about Switzerland. What is the economic situation with them in particular and the EU? Yes, I'm sorry. I know it's not your fault about the broken leg. It was a broken ankle, by the way. But yes, I always will blame fucking Zurich for the time I broke my freaking ankle.
They're not in the EU.
But they definitely have some crazy trade agreement with them, so I'm wondering exactly how it works. Because the way it works is that, Fred, explain it to me. I definitely know they have to abide by EU standards whenever they're doing any type of exports, because that's the only way you work in the EU. That's the whole freaking controversy with the trade agreement with the United States. What is it, TTPI? TTIP?
Yeah.
That bullshit.
That's why a lot of people didn't want to stay in the EU, because who the fuck wants that? It's a disaster. Like, the U.S. will control your economy, and I can understand. Even as an American, with my proud American ways. Here we go. Frederick says, we depend on the EU, and the EU on us. How does the trade... Do you know how, like, immigration works? Can people resettle from the EU in Switzerland? Because I remember that I know people who live in Switzerland who are EU members, like, from EU states. But I might be wrong, but I believe that there was that's the way it works. But Fred, do you know that? Do you know of EU members who they don't need work visas? They just can go in? Because that's how it is with Norway. Norway is
Titty agreement.
I
was thinking that actually, McCordy TTIP, titty agreement. There we go.
Yeah, the titty agreement, exactly. Man, if it was titties, at least it would be good.
TTP, isn't it? Trans-Pacific.
Free transfer of titties.
TPP.
Yeah, it's like TTP. All right, there it is. It's like, that's the one. It's actually a bullshit agreement. I don't think the EU should even take it. You can easily. There are a lot of Germans working here in Switzerland. Yeah, that's what I thought. So they kind of have like a somewhat of an open border system too. And wait, this is what I definitely remember. They definitely have the open borders because I went from Austria to Switzerland, or Switzerland to Austria, and there was no border check. I just went through. So yeah, that has to be the TTP.
The airplane flew right over.
I took the train. I took the train from one to the other city, and there was no border.
Well, they are in Schengen, but Schengen's about to.
But Schengen also kind of has to do with that.
Schengen's not really working right now because countries are closing their borders.
I always got confused when people said Schengen. I thought, is this in China or something?
Oh, that's Shenzhen.
Yeah, I know that they're not in the Schengen, but I'm asking about people working across borders. That's mostly my concern is that, if I really am perfectly clear, it's that I think I have a problem with can the EU citizens stay, as in they're still living where they are. I don't want people to suddenly have to leave, like, even the English people who are living abroad. I don't think that, I would hate the idea that you have all these people living wherever they want to settle, and then it's like, well, fuck you, go back where you came from, to anyone.
No, I think it'll be, yes, it'll all be.
I don't know, necessarily.
No, we have that.
No one does, and that's the whole problem.
Nobody knows.
Not until next week. There we go.
Well, they're trying to figure out some shit. Fucking what's his name?
But I do.
Left. Cameron left. He fucking bowed out like the douche he is.
Oh, the best tweet.
Speaking
Was
of
a
bowing
picture
out,
of,
we have 3 minutes to bow out, like all the good douches we are.
The best tweet I saw was someone took a photo of 10 Downing Street with a cat sitting on a porch and the caption says, "Oh my God, they replaced David Cameron with a cat."
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know. I thought he did the right thing.
Yeah.
You know,
What, the cat?
I was in favor of leaving, but you know what? He didn't have to do a referendum. He did. It backfired on him because he didn't think it would happen, and then he resigned. I think that is entirely appropriate.
Yep, but I think he's a dick anyway, because he's the one who fucking, I don't like Osborne either, which I think might be his replacement. And he's the one who fucking is, like, touting all the austerity cuts, which is just, look, I know a lot of people on disabilities, and not disabilities like jokingly, ha ha ha, they're disabled. I mean, fucking seriously disabled. And right now they are in such a bad state. Like, they do not get any help, or their help has been so horribly cut. It's like, people could have, like, they're, like, giving you, like, 30 pounds a week, and that's what you have to fucking survive.
Well, this thing is probably...
No. It's just what bothers me is that I actually have to go to a friend of mine who's, like, has physical disabilities, like, literally cannot move on certain days because she can't actually walk, and, like, that's how bad what she has is. I don't want to talk about it because it's personal. But I have had to go to where she lives to drop off fucking groceries. Like, I don't know, who am I? I'm no one. I'm just happen to be her friend, you know? Because they won't actually give her the help she needs. And she was literally starved to death.
God.
And I think that's bullshit. And I hate that. That's what I really don't like.
Yeah, now they're out of the EU, I mean, there's nobody to stop them doing what they want to do.
No, I think
they were kind of doing what they wanted to do kind of fucking anyway, if I'm perfectly honest. They were, the thing is, okay, here's a funny thing about the EU and the ECHR, which no fucking buddy knows that there's a complete difference between the two. They're separate entities. The ECHR is the European Court of Human Rights, which people assume that, like, oh, Great Britain is not, we left the EU, so we're leaving the ECHR. No. Israel is a signatory to the ECHR. Ukraine is. All these people are.
For English, I need sometimes the Urban Dictionary. What is English in the Urban Dictionary? Look up English. Anyway, Frederick, look up English in the Urban Dictionary.
My favorite Urban Dictionary saying is, what is it called? Simon, I'm sure you've heard of this. Getting off at Frampton? Is that what it is?
That's new to me.
Okay, apparently, like, back in the day, that was, like, the last stop before you go to Portsmouth, I think, and they would call that, getting off at Frampton was what you called pulling out.
The Catholic town of Frampton.
It's full of missionaries.
On that note, I must depart.
Actually, I have to do also the same. So goodbye, you guys. Everybody stay cool and awesome and nice chatting.
Yeah.
Bye, Stephanie.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you next week.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I have to go. My son is singing a rap song in about half an hour, so I have to go and film him. So,
you mean he's talking? You mean he's talking a rap album?
He's doing some
he's
kind of...
He's talking to music.
He's talking to music in an old school fashion, apparently, so I must go and film it. I thank the audience for bearing with us. I thank McCordycept for providing me with the straight man cues, and I shall see you next week.
Join the hangout, Cordycept. Join the hangout.
See you, Robert. See you, Sean.
Let us all end the broadcast because it's that time anyways.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye.